Hello YouTube, it's your boy, the Passport Bro Wingman, coming at you again with another YouTube video. The title of this video is called Passport Bros Are Burning and Spreading It Across the Globe. Says a few naysayers. The way this video came about was, I don't know if you've been noticing this, but in several of the comments and several different videos of the Passport Bro haters, I've been seeing a lot of talk about we're catching all these, diseases and spreading them, and stay away from men who go to the DR and Colombia and all that kind of stuff because they're catching all this. And particularly, I wanted to address the DR because that's the main one that people keep talking about. Shout out to Medium Man. He had already he pretty much already debunked this myth and had addressed it and everything. But I see that it's for some reason prevalent in the Passport Bro space among like the haters and that kind of thing. So I just kind of want to address this real quick, debunk a lot of the talking points, and really talk to where a lot of this is coming from. So anyway, as you know, there's this guy that was on TikTok who's trying to prance around, trying to say that there were like 84,000 new cases in the DR, and the women there need to be careful because we're coming there, we're bringing it, and then women back in the States, you need to be careful because Passport Bros are catching it and bringing it back to the States. And this is all just, how can I say it? Misinformation. A lot of it is misinformation. As Media Man has stated, the 84,000 cases he's referring to are prevalence, it doesn't mean new cases. So he gave out misinformation by trying to say these are new cases. Prevalence means, for anyone that's unaware, this means people who are in general living with HIV in the country. And currently right now, it was saying that the DR has one of the lowest rates. I believe it was saying it was less than like 1% of people in the DR have HIV, and it's the lowest in the Caribbean. There are other countries that have higher rates, and they specifically talked about how the fact that I believe Haiti, the Haitian rate there. So the only thing they said that the DR leads there was numerically when you talk about numbers, but percentage wise, it has the lowest, one of the lowest rates in the Caribbean at less than 1%. And so the big number he's talking about, like the 84,000 cases, that's among people that have already had it for like several years. And if you type it into, literally, you could type it into Chat GBP. When you type in high, HIV prevalence rate among DR, you will see it literally pops up 79,000. And once again, it states the stat that I had at 0.9% of adults between 15 and 49% actually have HIV. And I want you to look at what the highest risk groups are. It says men who have sex with men, and then female sex workers, and then also Haitian migrants. A lot of people don't know this, but there's a higher HIV rate in Haiti, especially amongst like the migrants, and that's because a lot of people there are not really using. They don't have really access to a lot of like condoms, HIV tests, and that kind of thing. So a big percentage, maybe not. I don't want to make it seem like it's a third of the migrants, but there's a large percentage of migrants that have been coming over from Haiti that actually have the disease. It's not. I think it's like it might be like 5 to 10% or something like that. Something like to that degree. But of those percentage, obviously that percent that have it, a lot of those are like, workers in the red light district. Well, maybe not in the red light district, but like sex workers and that kind of thing. I'm trying to be careful on YouTube, but so that's leading to a percentage of it. And once again, when you look at the stats, and there's actually a report that was done by, this is the IA Society. When you look at the statistics among adults between the ages of 15 to 49, you can see over the past year from 2021, 2022, 2023, the prevalence rate has stayed the same. Has not been any sharp increase in HIV rates. Also, when you look at the sheer numbers as well, starting from 2020 all the way to 2023, between the ages of 15 and 49, you're really looking at about 240,000 people with HIV, and that number has stayed approximately the same over the last 4 years, from going from 2020 to 2023. So there's no sharp increase of HIV cases as the people were saying. Now, they were trying to say that amongst the sex workers, like they're trying to say about it jumped from like maybe 3.5, like 4.9% among sex workers or something like that. And keep in mind as well that they were saying that a lot of these people that's catching it too, some of them are underreporting the fact that there's male on males, like some of that's coming from male on male activity. That was a percentage of it as well, and also amongst like the transgender community. So you have some men who are not only dipping in women, they're also dipping in men as well, and that's also increasing the numbers. But overall, I just wanted to show you and just say that there is no overall increase in the HIV rate amongst men who are traveling to the DR and the DR in general. It's been pretty stable for the last, all the way since this study was done. Like I guess the last year they had it was 2023. From like 2020 to 2023, the rates have stayed approximately stable. So there, and in many cases, yeah. So that's that. So that I just wanted to put that out there to debunk this whole myth. So anytime you see someone in one of these chats, one of these comments talking about we're bringing all these diseases and we're catching them and bringing it back, I just want you to let them, just let them know that this is misinformation. The numbers they're quoting are prevalence. It's not how many. It's not new cases. People that have already had it in total. So they're looking at the total number, total percentages in general. That has nothing to do with new cases. And in general, they don't have necessarily a study that says necessarily foreigners are the ones bringing it. All it says in general is just prevalence in the DR. There's no stats on travelers coming in and out and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to, and again, like Media Man has said, we don't have to get on, do we need to really talk about the HIV in Atlanta and some of these other cities in the United States? It's just outrageous. So for people to be saying this, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, I didn't want this video to be that long because I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it. I actually had other topics I wanted to talk about, but I saw that this was like a trending topic for some reason. There's a lot of Passive Bros haters that keep bringing this subject up, even though Being a Man completely debunked the whole thing. Shout out to him. But I just wanted to add my 2 cents to it and just, dive in again, just let you know there's nothing there. And in fact, the rates in the Caribbean, specifically in the DR, is right on point, is almost equivalent to the rates in Eastern Europe and also parts of Asia as well. So you don't really hear about a lot of it in Eastern Europe and Asia and that kind of thing. There was some talk about it in the Philippines, and I debunked this in a video in my past where I literally said the sharp increase was among male on male, and that increase you're talking about less than a percentage, and that was again amongst male on male. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell. And if you have not, please subscribe to my channel if you have not. And until next time, this is your boy, the Passport Bro Wingman, signing off.